Hello and welcome to Quiz Coconut's Quickfire Quiz Pod with me, Alex Barbosa Gardner. Now, James is on holiday right now, so he's handed over the reins to me today. Now, I've hosted over 200 quizzes, and I thought this would be a wonderful opportunity to share 10 of my favourite general knowledge questions, as well as one bad joke. The answers will be revealed at the end of the pod, and as always, there's only one rule here. Don't use Google.
Use your coconut!
Even though this is episode 2 of our podcast season, I think there's no better way to kick off a quiz than with question number 1. So listen up, everyone. Will the average person walk the equivalent length of the equator in their lifetime? So there you go, that's question number 1 for you. Will the average person walk the equivalent length of the equator in their lifetime? A nice yes or no answer here. Now for question number 2. Which domino represents the food chain Domino's? I'm more of a dom and yes person myself. And as always, if you need a moment to think about it, feel free to pause the pod and press resume when you're ready to move on. Question number 3 now, and for this one we've got a real head scratcher. It's a riddle. Listen closely. What has a head and a tail but no body? What on earth could that be, eh? Now for question number 4, it's time for a little bit of music. Can you identify this famous bass line that I'm going to play on my bass guitar? It is a point for the artist and a point for the song title, so 2 points up for grabs here. However, I've only been playing bass for a year, so it probably should be worth more points if you actually manage to get it right. But anyway, turn up the speakers, because it's now time for question number 4. Now for question number 5. In 1986, the Washington Post claimed what happened in Holiday Inn hotels every 12 seconds. Every 12 seconds, what do you reckon that could be? Question number 6, and wow, we've got a sweet one for you here. Which dessert name, translated into English, literally means pick me up? Now for 7. Those of us that love a little bit of art. Who painted, amongst other things, number 5, 1948? Question number 8, one for the movie buffs amongst us. Which New York location has appeared in 231 films, more than any other specific location in the world? Wow, that is a tough one. Maybe you've been there on holiday. So once again, question number 8. Which New York location has appeared in 231 films, more than any other specific location in the world? Question number 9. Which Chinese board game involves 144 tiles? Now for question number 10, this is a bit of a longer one, so feel free to pause it when you need. For a point each, name any of the 5 new sporting disciplines that featured in the recent Tokyo Olympics. So once again, question number 10, name any of the 5 new sporting disciplines that featured in the recent Tokyo Olympics for a point each. That's a lot of points for this question, so make sure you're giving it a good thinking over. Well, while you get down all of your answers for those questions, I think it's about time we tell our bad joke. Hope you're ready for this one, guys.
This is today's bad joke.
I went to the doctor the other day and said, I think I'm losing my hearing. The doctor said, what are the symptoms? I replied, they're a yellow cartoon family on TV who live in Springfield.
That was today's bad joke.
Well, now it's time to go back through the answers and find out how we've done. 15 points available for you all today. And let us know how you've done. We'd love to hear from you. So all the way from the beginning, question number 1. Will the average person walk the equivalent length of the equator in their lifetime? Yes, roughly once every 20 years. And if you're wondering how far that is, it's 24,901 miles. Question number 2. Which domino represents the food chain Domino's? Well, that's a 2 and a 1. But we gave you the points if you put a 1 and a 2 as well. Now for our riddle. What has a head and a tail, no body? It's a coin! Yes, it's a coin. Nice job if you got that one. Then we had our famous bass line. Well, that was by Fleetwood Mac. What was the song title though? The Chain. One of my absolute favorites. Question number 5. In 1986, the Washington Post claimed what happened in Holiday Inn hotels every 12 seconds. A towel was stolen. Yes, a towel was stolen. Number 6. Which dessert name translated into English literally means pick me up? Well, that's a tiramisu. Tiramisu. Number 7. Who painted, amongst other things, number 5, 1948? Well, that was none other than Jackson Pollock. Good old Jackie P. Which New York location has appeared in 231 films, more than any other specific location in the world? Central Park. Yes, Central Park. That big old green rectangle in the middle of Manhattan. What a wonderful place to film. Then for question number 9, we asked you which Chinese board game involves 144 tiles. Well, that would be Mahjong. Now the answers for question number 10. For a point each, name any of the 5 new sporting disciplines that featured in the recent Tokyo Olympics. So you could have had surfing, skateboarding, sport climbing, karate, and baseball. So there you go. Those were your 5 sporting disciplines that were brand new to the Tokyo Olympics this year. Surfing, skateboarding, sport climbing, karate, and baseball. And I must say, it is wonderful to see all those sports being played. So right now, tot up your scores. Did anyone get the full 15 points up for grabs? I certainly hope someone did. But even if you didn't, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know how you did over at quizpod@quizcoconut.com. And hey, if you enjoyed today's quiz, why not think about booking us for your next event? We do corporate events in the UK and Canada and virtual events all around the world. And hey, if you just like my voice, why not give us a follow over at twitch.tv/Lord Barbosa Online. But most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the Quiz Pod so you never miss an episode. We will have more questions for you next week. Quiz Coconut, nuts about trivia.